Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for October 17th, 2019. I'm your meteorologist, Steven DiMartino. And before we go any further, please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy these weather videos. Let people know where you get your weather information from. As always, I'm always thankful for you to do so. Now, it's a bit windy out there, isn't it? Very, very windy. In fact, we have winds from the west around 20 miles per hour, gusts over 30 miles per hour, and times over 60 miles per hour, is creating some power outages, down trees, wind damage. In fact, you might hear some beeping in the background there. That's them working on some trees that were down around my area. It is pretty much a mess out there after we had some very heavy rain in the evening hours. We still have a few showers rotating around as our storm continues to lift up through New England, and some of those showers will be capable of mixing in at times with a snowflake or perhaps an ice pellet. No accumulation, but definitely if you're in the Poconos or in the Hudson River Valley, do not be surprised if you see a flake or two floating through the air. Now, again, temperatures are going to be way too warm for any type of accumulation, but this tells you how cold the atmosphere is at around 850 millibars. So it's pretty chilly out there. Temperatures are not going to be moving all that much. We're looking at temperatures right now in the lower to mid 50s throughout much of the region. They're going to be rising into the mid to upper 50s for today. With that wind, you're going to need a jacket, that is for sure. And take a look at the surface map. There's our low pressure system lifting up through New England. It's down to 976 millibars. In other words, this storm bombed out and really intensified very impressively, and that's why we have all these strong winds today, because we have such a strong pressure gradient over the region. So we have a strong pressure gradient, cold air aloft, which destabilizes the atmosphere, and that leads to mixing, which supports your strong wind gusts. So it's going to be pretty bad this afternoon. When we take a look at the satellite picture, we have a lot of sky cloud cover throughout the region, some colder cloud tops with our coastal storm up here in New England. And with some of these clouds, again, you have some instability in the atmosphere, and it could produce a few isolated showers, maybe an isolated snowflake or two. Zoomed out, I'm a little bit concerned, let me fix this, about this. This is a tropical disturbance down in the Gulf of Mexico here, and it's going to create a little bit of havoc. You know, wouldn't be Halloween without a little bit of havoc. And we're watching this disturbance right here. Now, as these two interact, they might produce what's called a subtropical storm. And if that happens, well, it's going to be heading towards the Gulf Coast regardless. So this weekend, along the Gulf Coast, is going to be rather wet. Why do we care? Well, that little disturbance there with all this moisture is going to be interacting with this trough too. Now, the idea right now is to kick it out in the Atlantic. But if it interacts just right, there is a slight chance that it could lift up along the coast, and that would make for a rather wet and stormy Sunday night into Monday. So we'll have to watch that very, very carefully to see how that evolves. Right now, the idea is to kick it out in the Atlantic and not be a threat for our neck of the woods. But again, sometimes it all comes down to just a few hours difference between a major rainstorm and nothing at all, or even a major snowstorm if you really think about it. Which I'd rather not, because that creates a lot of headaches. Now, let's take a look at our forecast. For today, windy, very, very windy, with gusts over 60 miles per hour at times. Watch out for downed trees. Watch out for power outages. Just watch out for a lot of strong winds and the potential for some wind damage with that. There will be a threat for an isolated shower too. Temperatures not moving all that much. Highs in the mid to upper 50s. For tonight, the winds start to subside. Temperatures fall off into the mid to upper 40s. For tomorrow afternoon, high pressure builds in. Look for sky cloud cover. Winds still from the west around 10 to 20 miles per hour, but they will continue to subside. Look for highs in the mid to upper 50s. Now Saturday, high pressure is going to be right over the region. And with that high pressure system right over the region, winds will subside, skies will clear, humidity will fall. You have low dew points, and that means our temperatures are going to crash. Look for lows generally in the mid-30s to lower 40s throughout the region. A few spots may actually fall to around freezing, so definitely be prepared for that. I'm expecting a lot of frost advisories showing up along the coast, so definitely if you have any plants out there that you want to keep alive, then you might want to bring them indoors and protect them, because it is going to get rather chilly on Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, we rebound into the upper 50s to lower 60s. On Sunday, high pressure starts to exit. There's our low pressure system along the Gulf Coast here. Again, we'll have to see how this interacts with this low pressure and this trough here. It might just basically kick it northward rather than kick it out into the Atlantic. So again, we'll watch that very carefully. Look for lows in the mid-40s, highs in the lower 60s. On Monday, there's our low pressure system. Again, the idea is to kick it out. Okay, so we're only going to keep isolated to widely scattered showers in the forecast here on Monday. If this moves northward, though, rather than eastward, then we're talking about a more significant rainfall event. Look for temperatures in the mid-40s for lows and mid to upper 60s for highs. On Tuesday, our warm front moves through with scattered showers. Look for lows in the upper 40s to lower 50s, highs in the lower 60s. On Wednesday, the cold front follows in the morning with heavy rainfall followed by clearing skies in the afternoon. Look for lows in the lower 50s, highs in the lower 60s. And on Thursday, high pressure in complete control with sky cloud cover to clear skies. Look for lows in the upper 30s to lower 40s, highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Steven DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.